Hey team, it's Tom from Ficure. Welcome back. We are again deep diving into sleep, and this is possibly my favourite lesson of all today. I'm super pumped about this one. This one is about the power of the nap. I love this lesson because it's something that, as human beings, it is considered really, really lazy, and having a nap is the worst thing in the world, and we all feel guilty for doing it when we do it. It's a bit taboo. We don't tell anybody if we have a nap. We stay clear and secretly do it if we do it at all, yeah? So, but in Spain, they actually call this the siesta. So it's okay. And I'm going to make you feel better about it because there's some amazing famous people that are known to nap. Let's go through a couple. So we've got Winston Churchill. He was a big napper. Bill Clinton and Napoleon Bonaparte. So you think about those people, they were pretty successful people, weren't they? And they napped like every day. So it goes to show that you're not lazy if you have a nap, and we're going to discuss this a little bit more. So what we've got, hunter-gatherer tribes. So there's hunter-gatherer tribes in Botswana, Indonesia, Paraguay, just to name a few, that are almost untouched by the Western world, yeah? And when these people were studied, they noticed that their sleep was a fluid-like state. It was polyphasic in nature. Essentially, they went to sleep when they wanted to go to sleep. Naturally, with our circadian rhythms, 2 to 3 a.m. is when it is at the highest that normally most of us would be asleep. But interestingly as well, what they found between 1 and 3 p.m., our circadian clocks go, so we have a little bit of a slump in the afternoon. And that is probably the opportunity for a lot of people to have the nap. And if you are an owl, that could be up to 2 hours later. You could be sort of 5 o'clock when you fancy that nap. So like most of us, and I'm very guilty of this, feeling guilty for having a sleep, or was rather, I'd be doing caffeine shots through my eyeballs to try and keep me awake, to keep working and keep delivering on what I was doing. But actually taking that time out and having a bit of a nap in the afternoon is going to massively help with alertness and performance, and we're going to look at that a little bit more. So how long should you nap for? Well, interestingly enough, so NASA astronauts, they worked out that it was 26 minutes. If you had 26 minutes nap, it improved pilot performance by 34% and alertness by 54%. So essentially for us, you want to think about that, about scheduling yourself half an hour. And then unless on any more than that, you don't need to go for sort of, oh, well, I'll have an hour. It needs to be either 30 minutes or a full cycle of 90 minutes, a full cycle of hormones, essentially. You want to go through. So you've either got the 30 or you've got the 90. If you're having the 30, don't have it in your bed because you're going to break out of it. You want to keep that Pavlov's dog-like mentality and don't go into bed for a 30 minute. Only go in there if you're going to get a full 90-minute cycle of sleep. So how to cope with the post-nap inertia. So when you wake up post-nap and you feel groggy, especially if you're a poor owl, you essentially need to hydrate and get light straight away. Another interesting hack that you can do, so if you drink a shot of espresso, it takes roughly 30 minutes for it to kick in. And a little hack that you could do is you could have your shot of espresso, go to sleep, and by the time you come round to wake up, that caffeine is going to kick in, it's going to snap you back to life, then you can hydrate, and then you can get your light, and you will be back ready to kind of get cracking and get going with your day. Obviously, some of us have bosses, and what it's not going to be ideal if you just put your head on a desk or start trying to sleep in the staff room office. They're probably not going to understand, and I will feel responsible for getting you fired. So we've got the human charger, which we spoke about before, which shoots the light in your ears to try and help you in that period of time when you're sort of having your nap or your sort of controlled recovery period, whatever you want to call it. And as well as that, if you check out Binaural Beats, essentially it shoots different brainwaves into your ear, and what it does, it basically makes your body go, sod it, I can't understand, and makes you relax. Binaural Beats. So literally you can go on Apple Music or Amazon Music or whatever, or just type it in, Binaural Beats, spelt like this. Binaural, and it sends essentially different frequencies through either ear, and it just helps your body relax and go into that state. So you don't necessarily have to fall asleep for that time period. It's just that time to sort of reset your body, yeah? So if you don't snooze, you lose, it turns out, doesn't it? So happy siesta, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another lesson.